Good evening, everybody. My name is Andre, and I was watching some stuff on the news, and they were talking to this guy who so-called had the coronavirus, and he was basically saying that the doctors couldn't help him, and he had to basically the doctors gave up on him, from what he was saying in his testimony or whatever. The black guy, I know a lot of you probably already seen it, but so I just did this as my donation towards this time of things that I do as far as how I help build my immune system, because they're not telling you how to strengthen your immune system. They're just telling you if you get it, it's almost like it's a wrap. But anyway, so I'm just doing this because of things that I know, and I encourage those who do know of information of herbs and stuff that do help people to get better, to share your stories, let people know that there's more than just medicine out there. Now, the reason I say it's more than medicine because from what the doctors and stuff are saying about this coronavirus, their medicine is not really working, I guess, because it's fairly new. But anyways, so I know people who beat cancer with no medicine, no chemo, no anything, and they've beaten cancer all natural. I'm finna go through these things for you. Some of the things that I take and I referred others to take. First up, because it's an immune fighting disease or whatever you want to call it, it preys on a weakened immune systems. You Golden Seal with Echinacea helps build your immune system, helps strengthen your immune system, helps your immune system to fight off whatever's inside of whatever's inside your body. It helps to fight it off. I take this every day, twice. Two in the morning and then two before I go to bed, because your body's still fighting off things even when you're asleep. This ALJ, this is good for removing the mucus out of your body, and it's good for respiratory issues as well, and fighting off certain things as well. And fenugreek and thyme, this is a respiratory herb which helps fight off bacterias, and it helps your body to fight off bad bacterias, and give your body the vitamins and nutrients that it needs, along with the Golden Seal with Echinacea. They all combine together to fight off whatever's going on with it. This is a respiratory herb. This is a respiratory herb. And also with the bee pollen, this right here gives your body the nutrients and vitamins and nutrients that it needs to help fight off other infectious things as well. So this concoction here, all of these things that you see here, I gave to my wife. She has bronchitis, rhinitis, and asthma, and allergies as well. All of those things she has going on. Her doctor and them just kept on prescribing her steroids, asthma inhaler injections, all these other. You know how to go if you have asthma or breathing issues. Basically, you got too much mucus on your lungs, which causes your chest to feel heavy and all this other stuff, and you got to remove the mucus. I gave this to my wife. We went to the doctor one time. She was having an asthma attack. For some odd reason, they wanted her to come in while she was having it. So they seen it. Then they told her to come back about a day or so later after the drugs they prescribed, after she supposedly had took those drugs. Well, we never got the drugs. They were, for the generic version, it was 2 pills. For one bottle with 3 pills, it was $300. And for another bottle with 2 pills, they wanted $200. We never picked those up. So long story short, I gave her this concoction right here that you see before you, and I had her doing this, and these you drop. They have the pill form, and they have the drop form. It's best to take it in the drop form. So I put this in her water, gallon of water, like 30 drops in a gallon of water. She drank the gallon of water. Had her doing this for some time. So when she went back several days later for her follow-up, her doctor asked her, did she take the medicine that they prescribed, because she sounds a lot better. She said, no, I never got the medicine because it was too expensive. Long story short, she told her that I gave her some herbs. Her doctor wanted to know what herbs did I give her, so she can tell other people, or whatever the case may be, what to take or whatever it was. I don't know. But The doctor not once told her about none of these things. So I gave her this stuff here, and it helped her remove the mucus out of her body. And within a matter of days, she felt a lot better. And then after she was taking this regimen for a while, probably about a month or so, she never hit her inhaler for at least about 3-4 months. So she started, but she didn't complete going through it. So she never hit her inhaler for at least 3-4 months after that. Now, I know you see the books behind you, behind these pills. These are the Dr. Sebi books that I have. You have the Dr. Sebi. You have How to Naturally Detox the Liver, Reverse Diabetes, High Blood Pressure, with the alkaline diet. Then I have another book by Dr. Susan E. Brown and Larry Trevent, wherever it is, Jr., about alkaline, acid and alkaline foods. And the reason I have so much Dr. Sebi stuff, book reading material, because this man here has cured all diseases known to man without any drugs. Okay. Now, like I say, another respiratory tea, I take teas as well, is this Breathe Easy. I got my wife, she takes this when she gets feeling sick, and plus all these grandkids be around here coughing. She takes this, and we have this right here, the Echinacea Plus. These two help your respiratory and helps remove the mucus out of your body, and it helps you to remove a lot of, it helps you breathe and it helps you get back on track. And allergies, this is another tea that also helps with your immune system and helps with your breathing and stuff like that. Now the turmeric is a natural herb that it basically good for your immune system. These you mix with honey, not sugar, or agave honey, but never sugar, unless it's like raw sugar or stuff like that, but not none of the processed sugar. And you mix it to your liking and tasting and stuff like that. These things here help you with your respiratory, help you build your immune system with the golden seal of echinacea. Phenogreek and thyme is respiratory. ALJ is respiratory. Now, the best out of all of them, the products wise, is Nature Sunshine. When you come to herbs, Nature Sunshine is about the best you can get, unless you're getting it straight out the ground yourself. So these are the respiratory herbs that I would say start taking and start to build your immune system to fight this off. And another thing is your diet. Watch the sugars that you take in, because these sugars, these fake sugars from your foods and stuff like that, these things also build mucus and things of that nature, and as long as with the meat. So I drink a smoothie every day along with these herbs. I take me a smoothie with no added sugar or none of this. Now, this coral calcium I take every day. This is what I tell a lot of elderly people and people with brittle bones, or somebody you may know or whatever. This has a bunch of vitamins and minerals in it, and it's good for the bones. Vitamin D doesn't do anything, and the calcium that the doctor gives you doesn't do anything. So coral calcium, your body absorbs this. So I take this. This has over 72 minerals in it that I know of, and sea moss. You always get the Irish sea moss. So I'm running out. I got to get me some more. But Irish sea moss, it has over 102 vitamins and minerals that your body needs for once again, you hear me keep saying this, to help boost your immune system. Because the key through this coronavirus stuff here is your immune system, but they're not telling you how to build your immune system. Now, this isn't something you should do for a month just because of the coronavirus. No, you need to do this even afterwards. This is a big wake up for people to basically let you know, change your diet. And a lot of these things can be avoided, because now you got the doctors telling you there's nothing we can do if you get this. They give you the coronavirus for your body to hopefully create immunities and, stuff like that, but it isn't working. So you got a lot of people dying from the vaccines, whatever. So build your immune system now. If you're worried and all this, I tell you, I'm not worried. I'm not stressing. I'm going fishing, doing my normal dues every day. I'm not going crazy about none of this stuff. I'm not worried about none of this, because for one, I've built my immune system. I've strengthened my immune system for some time now. Now, what they always say, luck favors the prepared. So I don't take no drugs, My wife and the grandkids, they're all around me coughing and hacking and this, and that. My wife's coughing in my face and blah, blah, blah. At night when we sleep, I wake up, nose clear as day. Eyes, no runny, no mucus, none of that. I take my herbs every day, and before I go to bed, I take the Golden Seal of Echinacea 2 times in the morning. 2 in the morning and then 2 before I go to bed. Now, for those who have other certain issues, they have this Oxytec. Oxytec is a food-based peroxide. Okay? Now, you always handle this with gloves. Now, you get you a dropper, and this will come with a packet to tell you how to take it. You add, in the first day, you take this 3 times a day. No matter what, it's 3 times a day. So you put 3 drops in it, in your bottled water, 3 times a day for one day. The next day, you do 4 drops 3 times a day. The following day, you do 5 drops 3 times a day, all the way up until you get to 25 drops a day. And you do that 3 times a day, and you continue that cycle for at least 3 months or whatever. And what this does is it oxygenates your blood. It puts oxygen into your bloodstream, which a lot of people know that if you have oxygen in your bloodstream, it wards off a lot of things such as diabetes, cancer, and high blood pressure. It helps you out with a lot of other stuff, as well. So research this, everything. That's why you see the books here. I constantly research. Don't believe nothing I say. Research for yourself. But in these times, if you know of a better way for people to get this information, let the people know. Make a video of people telling people what herbs you take or things that can help each other out, because we have to rely on one another now. This is not the time to say, I know something you don't know and I'm going to keep it to myself. No. If you know something health-wise that can help somebody out, tell the people. Because right now, they're creating this mass hysteria over this small little virus. Everybody's panicking. Now, these labels, these drugs here, not drugs, herbs here, these are my Dr. Sebi herbs. After reading the Dr. Sebi books, this is for brain and nerve, and this is for high blood pressure, such as diabetes and stuff like that. You can take these all the time. I put a guy up on the Dr. Sebi stuff. I've been talking about Dr. Sebi for early 2000s, and since like 2000, when I found out about him. I put the guy up on the Dr. Sebi stuff, and he started researching. He had high blood pressure. He was borderline diabetic. He had asthma. His family had asthma and diabetics and high blood pressure. So when I put him up on the Dr. Sebi book, he found the Dr. Sebi book to make, for the herbs and stuff like that. They have that on Amazon. You can buy that, I think, for like $13, $7 to $13 for the book. And he started buying the herbs that Dr. Sebi said in the book. So he came up with he made a concoction for the diabetes and the high blood pressure. Then he made one for the brain and for the nerve. Okay? Everybody he gave the reason there is no label, I know what this is, but others don't know what that is. So nobody in this house is taking this but me. So I don't have high blood pressure and I don't have diabetes, but I'm going to make sure that I take these just to be on the safe side. I know what they are. I know my prescription. I know what my own prescription. I know what I'm doing. So, don't try to just do whatever. You have to read the manual, and it tells you, once you make up the dosage, how much to give yourself depending on your body weight. So I know my body weight. I know how much I'm supposed to give myself. So this is not to treat, cure, or anything, but this is what I've been doing and what I've given other people things to do, and it's worked for them. So I feel that it's my God-given duty to share it with the people, and so what I'm doing is I'm sharing it with the people so everybody will know, there are other alternatives out there besides the doctors walking away from you telling you it's a wrap. So, and I've given my friend Andrew the books, and he's read up on Dr. Sebi stuff. So he started giving it to people. His father's blood pressure has went down. His father's A1C went down. His blood pressure, his allergies, his asthma, all that stuff dropped. He's no longer having issues. He carries a respirator almost for decoration now. His little inhaler. He carries it almost like as a as like an ornament just to keep on him. People that he's given it to, my other fellow friend Carlos. Carlos has given it to his father. Carlos has taken it himself. Carlos's father had high blood pressure, diabetes, and stuff like that. His doctor wants to know what he's been. Carlos's father's doctor wants to know what he's been taking, because he's been taking the Dr. Sebi herbs that I had told Andrew about, and that Andrew came up with, and so he's been giving people these herbs, and now these people, their A1Cs are dropping and things of that nature. But like I say, people, research is the key. Watch what you put in your body. Don't believe nothing that I say. But the Irish sea moss, has over 102 vitamins and minerals in it. It boosts your immune system, along with the coral calcium. These two here, oh my God. Never take the Irish moss at 9 o'clock at night thinking it's going to help you sleep better. You will be up until the next morning, till it's time for you to go to work, and you will work through your day without a crash or without anything. But it will help you out and will help build your immune system. It will help with your bones, and it will help with, with your body and stuff like that. Do this all the time. And when you make your shake, I put the Irish sea moss in my smoothies. So what this does, all of these together, get the nutrients of the berries of the smoothie. Then I get the nutrients of the coral calcium and the Irish moss. And that helps get me through the day. And along with my echinacea, golden seal root, echinacea and golden seal, my funnel Greek and thyme. And it helps me get through the day. No issues, no nothing. I do maintenance, and I go in and out of different apartments. I work around different types of environments. So this builds up my immune system to help out with these things, So research the Oxytec, okay? I got these things at, this I have at, I'm in Chicago, Illinois. And this I got at Southtown Foods on 95th and Horn on the south side of Chicago. They have a nice, lovely lady there that will help you, that will teach you more about this and will give you more about information on this. And the Now herbs, I get those because sometimes my pocket isn't deep enough for the Nature's Sunshine. So the next, right up under the Nature's Sunshine, is the Now. So I get the Now herbs. If I can't get the Nature's Sunshine, I get the Now herbs. And the Dr. Sebi herbs, I get those from my friend. He gives me a discount because I put him up on it. And the detox tea, I do this when I detox. I detox like once a season, So I cleanse my body out with the meats and stuff like that. So like I say, get your teas together. And it's good for you to, with the teas, you make these teas and you give these teas to your family. Make a big picture of the tea. The kids want something sweet to drink with the with dinner, or whatever. Give them the tea. Get them an ice cold tea, this, or give them this in the morning or whatever. You build it up enough, and you make it, keep it in the refrigerator, and then you give it to your family. They can drink on that all the time through this time that it gets you through, and even after this time, to get you through this flu season. This is actually a flu season. See, this bug is coming out now, and this is the time of the flu. You have the trees budding. So people who have allergies and stuff like that anyway, and who have asthma anyway, and the regular people whose bodies go through this seasonal change anyway, this is the flu season, allergy season, and asthma season, whatever. So everybody has it bad around this time. Now, by this coronavirus, focusing on your respiratory, these are the things you need to do. These things here. To build up your immune system, to build up your respiratory, to help with your respiratory and, things of that nature. So you can fight this off. So it doesn't become a life-threatening thing as far as this, I'll get over it, you'll pass it. And also for those who don't do the halls, who don't take medicine like myself, but like the throat lozenge, you can take these right here. This is pure liquid honey inside every drop, honeys. Okay? Now, my wife takes these when she has a sore throat or something like that, and she puts it in her tea, put them in her tea and stuff like that. So these are the things that I give people when they go on, depending on what the issue is. And when their issues come up, this isn't all that I have and all that I know about, but I know about more things. But it all depends on your situation is going to determine on what you're going to use. But because this is flu season, allergy season anyway, I don't care about no coronavirus. But because this is the season for it anyway, I don't want anybody getting scared, racially profiling, just because somebody coughs or sneezes. This is the season for that anyway. So don't get shook up because somebody coughed or whatever. They may have allergies, they may have asthma, they may have the flu, whatever. That doesn't necessarily mean you have corona. Okay, but these are the things you can do to build your immune system. Funnel Greek and thyme, Go-to-Seal and Echinacea, the ALJ, the bee pollen. I had to get another Go-to-Seal and Echinacea because now everybody's taking my Go-to-Seal with Echinacea in the house. And like most of us Americans and the world people, a lot of us, like my family, they don't want to take it until it's a problem or whatever. But at the end of the day, you should be taking it every day. But a lot of us don't want to take stuff until we feel the symptoms. But and here's another type of tea, the throat coat tea with lemon and echinacea. You see, almost everything has echinacea in it. You see that? So all these things are to build your immune system, to help your immune system fight off whatever body entities or whatever antibodies or whatever that's going into your body that's not supposed to be there. All of these things will help you fight these things off. Okay, so if you don't see the allergies, you can still get the Breathe Easy. You can get the echinacea tea. You can get the turmeric tea. Now, I got these teas at Walmart. These teas are at Walmart. So I got these herbs at El Nora's on 107th and Halsted. And my Dr. Sebi books, I got those from off Amazon. I got the Oxytec from 95th and Hoyne at Southtown Food. I get my sea moss. Well, now I make it myself, but also over there on 71st and Stewart, they sell in Chicago on the south side, 71st and Stewart, they sell the Irish sea moss already made up for you. If you don't know how to prepare it, they already have it made up for you in a jar, and they sell it to you at what's the name of that place? Oh my God. Huh? No. It's on 71st and Stewart. Oh, Culture Connections. Culture Connections sell on 71st and Stewart. They sell the already pre-made sea moss gel. Okay, now these, like I say, bought the herbs, had my mans mix them up for me, so I know what I'm doing with that. So these are the things that I'm doing, and this is just my donation for this coronavirus stuff, what I'm doing. So I'm sharing my testimony of my regiment and what things that I've given other people with asthmatic issues. Since I've helped my wife, I had several people, and since I helped my friend Andrew, I have a lot of people coming to me as far as where they have breathing issues. Then on top of that, I have my friends who call me all the time about certain things. What should they take? So this the thing here. So, huh? Oh yeah. And my wife, she wants me to let you guys know these are good for fevers and stuff like that. So, and another miracle, what I call the miracle cure, is that old castor oil. You know, when you have the flu or you have a bad stomach virus or whatever, take that castor oil, it'll push everything out. Oh, give me that. My zeolite. My zeolite. Now, this is something that I take. I've given my son and I've given my wife when they've had food poisoning. I've given them zeolite. Zeolite is great for everything. Research it. You'll find a lot of stuff out about the zeolite. But I put 2 scoops of it in their water, and they take it when they have the flu or when they have food poisoning or something. Almost instantly, you give it about an hour or two to kick in. All of the flu and the bug will attach to the zeolite, and all of that will come out in your waste. So it's almost like instant relief. After about an hour or two, you'll feel the sickness go away. I did this with my family. I keep this in the house with my family and things of that nature. And it's almost like its own little miracle cure. in itself. But you can look up zeolite on YouTube. You can look up all of these things on YouTube and research them yourself. But this is my little donation to the coronavirus, little information that I think people need to know. So share this video if you like. If it's helpful, even if it isn't helpful to you, if you know all of this stuff, share this to somebody else who you may not have the time to sit down and break it down to. They may be a aggravated, agitated type that don't want to sit still, but just share this video with them so they can teach, so they'll know for their self things that they can take, to get them through this, especially if they're panicking, All right. Thanks for rocking with me. Peace. I'll talk to y'all later. This is Andre, and I'm out.